you after many days. I hope you are happy to see me. I would be also very happy to look all of you in front of me, but I know you, so virtually I am prepared and I have your thought in my mind. I can recall all your faces, and today I can think that all of you are sitting in front of me. Anyway, this is class 7. Class 7 chapter 1 is fiber to fabric. Now in this chapter, the important topic is life cycle of a silk moth. Fiber to fabric, in your book you have learned about especially two kind of fabrics. One is woolen fabric, another one is silk, because other kind of fabrics you have learned in class 6. I know that you have difficulty in understanding life cycle of silk moth and how to obtain the fabric from there. Now, before I am going to the main life cycle, I want to inform you that generally silk moth is cultivated on mulberry trees. Mulberry silk moth eats mulberry leaves. So this is sericulture. Sericulture is rearing of silk moth to getting the silk fiber. That is done where lots of mulberry plants are planted. Now what happens during the whole life cycle of the silk moth? In the beginning, the silk moth, they are supposed to lay eggs on mulberry leaves. After 10 to 12 days, the caterpillar comes out. This is the caterpillar, or you can say this is the larva. Caterpillar comes out. Caterpillar is also known as larva, which comes out. After the caterpillar comes out, after hatching, it starts eating the mulberry leaves with a great speed. Continuously day and night they start eating the mulberry leaves, but in between the growing stages we can find there are 4 molting stages. First mold, second mold, third mold and final mold. There are 4 times molting stages comes during the growth of the caterpillar. Now what are these stages? What is molting? Molting is actually the process in which the caterpillar sheds its old skin, and it is very much necessary. Why it is necessary? So that its growth can be elongated. That means proper growth is needed. For proper growth, this molting is very much necessary. Molting takes place in 24 hours. During molting, we should not disturb the caterpillar, otherwise its growth will stop. So after hatching for 3 to 5 days, it will feed the mulberry leaves, then first mold. That means in this stage, you are not disturbing it, you are allowing it to grow in size, and during molting period, it does not eat the mulberry leaves. Second molting, it occurs after 2.5 and 3 days. Size increases, it shades the old skin, new skin comes out, and again the same procedure goes on, that is feeding mulberry leaves. Third mold is after 4 days. First mold is 2.5 and 3 days. Second mold after 3 to 4 days. Third mold after 4 days, and final molting is done after 6 to 8 days. So after the final mold, now the silkworm, it has become a ripe silkworm. At this stage, it is ready to form the silk fiber. At this stage, spinning of silk filament starts. What actually used to happen? From the silkworm, from its mouth, a special kind of protein comes out. That is, name of this protein is fibroin, which is responsible for making the silk fiber. this sticky protein comes out from its mouth and it coons a house around itself with that silk filament, and it forms a cocoon. Cocoon is what? It is a house for the silkworm that is formed by winding the silk filament, and that comes out from its mouth as fibroin. Inside the cocoon, we can say the caterpillar changes into pupa. Inside the cocoon now, whatever is there, we can say it as pupa. It stays there for few days and then develops to become adult. Now actually a cocoon is spun by the silk filament from one cocoon. If I unwind the cocoon from one cocoon, I can get 1.5 kilometer long silk thread without any cutting. That means the same thread is this much long, 1.5 kilometer long. Now, after some days, that is 10 to 12 days, the cocoon cell opens. Cocoon cell opens and this pupa comes out. When the pupa comes out, it takes the formation of butterfly type of insect. This is also called molting. When it shapes the old skin, it develops wings, it becomes beautiful and changes. It becomes adult. That means this one is adult. This one is adult silkworm. Now again adult silkworm is ready to hatch the egg. This is all about the life cycle of silkworm. Now what you have to do or what you have to know, at which stage we are able to get the silk fiber from the silk moth. When it is in the cocoon stage, at this stage we have to take out the cocoons to get the silk fiber. If we allow the cocoon to go into this stage, that is to adult silkworm, what happens? This cocoon breaks up. Due to breaking up of the cocoon, the silk thread which we are able to get from the broken cocoon, their length will be decreased. That means we are not going to get high quality of silk fiber. To get high quality of silk fiber, from at this stage we have to stop the cycle. But to continue the life cycle or to get more eggs, certain silkworms are allowed to go through this whole cycle, but most of the silkworm cocoons are taken out by the farmers who are rearing the silk to obtain silk. Now what is done with these cocoons? They are put in boiled water to unwind the silk fibers and to kill the insect inside the cocoon. It is kept inside the boiling water to kill the insect present in the cocoon, otherwise we are unable to get it. Now generally to get 1 kg of silk, can you imagine how many numbers of silkworms are needed? How many cocoons are needed? 5,550 cocoons are needed to get only 1 kg of silk. So rearing of silk moth means a large number of silk moths are reared to get this. Now while putting the cocoons in boiling water, the farmers, they have to touch it by hand and they have to put it in boiling water. During this process, they suffer from some kind of diseases that is known as occupational hazard. So we have to take care of the farmers or the workers who are working with the silk fiber. We should provide them gloves so that they are not going to suffer from any kind of disease. Actually, my explanation is mainly for this one, that is life cycle of a silkworm. How many stages are there and how the silk fibers are obtained. Generally, 4 stages are there. We can categorize mainly into 4 stages. That is egg, caterpillar, next one is your ripe silkworm, or even I can leave it. Next one is pupa present inside the cocoon. After pupa, next one is your adult silkworm. So 4 stages are egg, caterpillar, pupa, and next one is adult silkworm. But in between that, these things are also there that you should know. I hope you have understood the topic and you can go through it. You can pause the video to know more well or properly where you have difficulty. Thank you, students.